life after death or home with God, page one, because I have lost some videos from this material, and I'm gonna start from the ones I remember based on what's left from this book. So everybody is doing everything for themselves. When you understand that this is true even about dying, you will never fear dying again. This is chapter 1. It is impossible to live or to die without God, but it's not impossible to think that you are. If you think that you are living or dying without God, that's my prerogative. That's how I feel. I'm living and die without no God because I don't believe in it. You will experience that you are. Yeah, exactly. Now we experience what it is because we believe that because we already experience it this way. It's not the other way around. It's not that we don't believe in a God and then we experience that, but we experience that, and then we start to by seeing that there's no God, not even believe, but seeing there's no God. Look at wars everywhere breaking up, famine, everything up, the cost of living all time high every day. It was the God. Where God? God where? Where? The God of money, the God of power? Is that what that is? The God of money and your God of power? Yeah, maybe there is such gods. But it's a fake, self-made and human-made gods. So you may have this experience as long as you wish. You may have this experience whenever you choose. I'm not gonna end because I'm not immediate to believe in a thing, to trust in a thing that doesn't exist. There is some, but they are corrupted, and it's not real God that created everything. It's just like an example. I'm a mother, all right? So I'm the goddess of my children. Is that what they try to say? Because I created something. Is that what they say? It's the same as this God between parentheses. Why? Because they invested in here and contributed even with their Anunnaki DNA. Simple as that. Bingo. I don't need to be a genius to to formulate all this. So I believe that those are holy words. I believe they came directly from God. They come from you. I'm not surprised. Those words have been floating around in my mind for the past 4 years. So this is the product of imagination, sir, not of the reality, not of the things as it is. So this is a product of your imagination. Imagination. That means you fabricate all this. You create the images. So this is what had been put out of my mind. You know that they were my invitation. Yeah, your is the product of your imagination. An invitation from God to a larger conversation. Some people love to be, the center of attention and something bigger than they really are. Not me, though. I am what I am. Like whoever won, the one who's, I don't mind the other way. You are right. I wanted to make sure that we had this larger conversation. It's a place in this world saying, you're mighty, yes, Mago Negro, manipulating mighty, hey. Every time you talk seriously about life or death, even for a moment, this is a conversation you've been reluctant to have and have put off repeatedly. For those who think that I not say I create, I place this material here. I brush this person's material because I'm a fanatic, because I'm pro it, because I come here to accept it. No, I come to criticize. My job here is to criticize what is wrong. Okay, what's wrong? Criticize. I'm not in favor of anything. I come here to criticize the the ingenuity of people, the naivety of people, the foolishness of humans in here who believes in everything. Even if a mosquito is to talk to them, they will pray for this mosquito. Yes, I know. It's not that I'm afraid to talk deeper about life or even about death. It's just that these are very complex subjects, and I wanted to make sure I was really prepared to enter into a huge conversation about them. I wanted to be psychologically and, well, I guess, spiritually read. Yeah. Do you feel that you are now? I hope so. I can't keep putting off this conversation forever, even if I try. Just like my uh, the trash day that I have to go through. You just keep place. I just keeping or put it off. Even if I try, they just keep placing the words into my head. That's right, I would, because those are the words I want you to hear, even if you never get to the rest of the conversation. Okay, I've heard them. I want you to hear them over and over again. Yeah, because the over and over again makes a belief, creates a hologram, creates materializes in a shape, like a shape in your mind and a hologram in your mind. So that's why they want it over and over again, just like a meditation and many other things. It's impossible to live or to die without God, but it's not impossible to think that you are. Of course, not impossible because I have a choice to think that we are not, we aren't. If you think that you are live or die without God, yeah, I do. You explanation. No, 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 no. Before I was in this game of religions, but then my experiences about that bring me to this road that I'm right now. The road and the belief that there's no such thing as God but aliens. So you think that you are live or die without God, your experience that you are. You may have this experience as long as you wish. You may end this experience whenever you choose. Those words convey all that anyone who is afraid of living or die will ever need to know. Then we can end the conversation right here. We can. How deep do you wish to go in your higher understandings? Should you choose to continue with this conversation, I'll present you with 100 more words, a 100-word formula for all of life. Yeah, very, very ingenious of you. You keep all the secrets from those humans and then you just feed them bit by bit, grain by grain. Very funny. It's just like a grains full of chicken, full of birds, and call them. Beep, 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 beep. They come, give them corn or whatever, um, food for chickens, of birds. Then they come. You feed them grain by grain, grain by grain. You don't do it at once. You do it grain by grain. That's how the birds become tamed, become more like conditioned. Yeah, like this. And you are feed bit by bit, and then they choose some among them to feed those grains to you bit by bit. Well, that's a cheese. That's exactly what it was meant to be. And it worked. I'm not about to cut the conversation short now. So here I'm having a conversation with God about living and dying again. Yes, but look at many things that we have never discussed before. Who would believe this? It doesn't matter. You are not having a conversation for anyone else. You are having it for yourself. I have to keep reminding myself of that. So often people see themselves as doing something for someone else when they are really doing it for themselves. Everybody is doing everything for themselves. When you awaken to this awareness, you have reached the breakthrough. Another manipulative, um, how to say, relatory is a kind of manipulative system of putting things. I don't buy that. Not everybody doing for themselves. Not everybody's doing things for ourselves. Otherwise, we just let go our children when they are young. We let go our pets. Like men do that. Those who throw their pets on the road, throw their children at daycare or whatever, or at orphanage. Those are doing things for themselves. Yeah, this is a exclusive group of people being who are doing things for themselves, but you cannot single them out and then place them in the single basket and say that everybody's doing things for themselves, because that's not true. That's not true, because it doesn't make any sense or logic for me, at least. Because when I sacrifice for my children, I did it for them. I don't did it for me. I did it for them. Okay? I sacrifice for my pets, I did it for me. I sacrifice for many other people, I did it for themselves. Not for me. I gain anything, zero profit from it. So what he's saying here is not true. But there would be some who would say, yeah, but you get accolade and you get rewards. But what's a reward? I got no rewards for that. What rewards? What reward did I get? Nothing. Zero. Tipota. No, I'm not here. I'm not trying to be a kind of to have a lobby against giving and then help people. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But if you don't have enough, my word is don't give. Give if you have enough. Many organizations give because they have enough, because it's not even their money, someone else's money. So we are kind of if someone else's money and not with our money. You understand? But when it's your money, then you have to think twice about help people, when in the end they will kick you on the rear view and say goodbye to you. They are that ungrateful. Okay, so my advice as someone who went through it is don't help. And it's this statement here is not true. You're not gonna get any reward. It's lie. There's no such thing as a karma. Not as you see it. There is a karma, but this karma is mostly used as a vengeance. As a vengeance, as a check. Don't be here, bomb there. That's karma, because that's the motive for that, the reason for these emotions or whatever actions. This karma is all about vengeance and hatred, based on hatred and based on vengeance, and not karma. But for other people, this is karma. I see as a vengeance. So there's no such thing as a karma. Albeit there is some such thing as vengeance, okay, and attack and hatred. No such thing as a karma. I don't believe in that. No such thing. No such thing as a God and a karma. As you are doing things for yourself, that's rubbish. A total pile of rubbish. Otherwise, if I think this way, oh, I'll do things by myself, throw my kids all someone else to take care. Why should I take care? Right? Makes sense, right or not? Throw my pets away. Why should I take care? I throw it on the road, let it live. After all, I'm doing things for myself, but not for something or someone else. Makes sense. It's all about logic again. Everybody's doing everything. Ah, nonsense, I'm not gonna agree you. I talk nonsense. That's why when I see you there on the park, I just get fed up see that those. When you awaken to this awareness, you have reached the breakthrough. And when you understand that this is true even about dying, you'll never fear dying again. And you no longer fear dying. You'll no longer fear living. You live your life fully right up until the very last moment. Yeah, what can we do? Nevertheless, anyways, what can we do? We need to push the stomach forward. We cannot just stop and wait for dying. I'm not like that. I'm not a I'm a die hard, I'm a die hard. I got sepsis how many times for how many years, and I never went for treatment. Sepsis, sepsis is quite dangerous because the total immune system will shut down your organ, your heart, your brain, your liver, your kidneys, and then you go into shock. It happened to me many times, but I never say never. I never say die. I still move. Even if I couldn't, I still went around moving like a zombie, but I did. So we have a choice. We have a choice. Do we have a choice to just carry on with this stupid life of ours? Do you have an alternative? If you do, lucky you, lucky devil you. But you cannot say that that's the thing about everybody here in this planet. And that's not true. Some people doesn't have a chance. And some people are weaker, mentally at least weaker than others. Even if they are fatter and stronger physically wise than others, they are still weaker. Some people are smaller, but their mind is very powerful. And that's what counts. Only females like me. Hold it, wait a minute. You are saying that when I'm dying, I may do it for myself? At least is what he's trying to put into your mind that is so. But it doesn't mean that it's so. It is all manipulation, word manipulation. Don't buy that. Don't try this at home. I don't. Of course, who would you be doing it for? For you. I'm telling your face for you. Chapter 2. Once you answer most of the questions you've ever had about that, you'll have answered most of the questions you've ever had about life. Well, we are of the interesting story. There's a very intriguing statement. It's the first of men that will appear here. Yet, our dialogue will go to places that will be not only intriguing, but for some people, unbelievable. First will be the nature of the remembrance for which you came. The remembrances, it is as I have told you in previous conversations. You have nothing to learn, you have only to remember. The conversation you are about to have, as it is all of our conversations, will help you to do that. It will lead you through a series of remembrances about life and death. You will notice that many of these remembrances have to do with death. This is by design, for it is through a deeper understanding of death that you will most quickly reach a deeper understanding of life. That's correct. Yeah, I am with you in that because I I I believe in that. It's to a deep understanding of death that you will most quickly reach a deep understanding of this physical life which we lead here. Some of these remembrances may be surprising, for they will challenge much of what you thought you knew. Others will not surprise you at all. As soon as you hear them, you'll be aware that you knew that all along. Taken together, these remembrances will bring you back to yourself, reminding you of all you need to know in order to experience that you are home with God. Humanity has waited so long to have a new conversation with the larger matters. Much of what we hold in our collective realities from ages past. We could use some new wisdom here. Yeah, so that's why create the old age, or old era revisited. This new age that um, we are living right now is old age revisited. All human beings are born with all the wisdom of the universe imprinted on their souls. It is in the DNA of everything indeed. DNA could very well be used as a acronym for divine natural awareness. Every living thing has this natural awareness built in. It's part of the system. It's part of the process that you call life. This is why when people are confronted with great wisdom, it often sounds so familiar to them. They agree with it almost at once. There is no argument. There is only remembering. It's part of their divine natural awareness or DNA. It's like being their DNA. It feels like, ah, yes, of course. So let us now open this new conversation in earnest, allowing you to remember what you have always known. Let us talk with a fresh voice about these things in order that you might refresh your cellular memory, that you might find your way home. I can be home to God while I'm still alive, can't I? I mean, I don't have to wait until I die to go home, do I? You do not. Then tell me again so that I can clearly get it. Why will so many of the remembrances have to do with the death? It's because through death that you remember all your Akashic record. So every time you remember that, you remember your Akashic record and how living, how was our history, past history before, how things were dawning to the earth or eyes in a multiversal level. That is the biggest mystery of life. Unlocking that mystery unlocks everything. Yeah. And then we briefly after die will remember everything. Our Akashic record will be open. Just like an open book or an open computer. Alright? But eventually they will erase the memory from you. Once they put you inside another vessel, it doesn't mean that you have to be human again. You could be something else later. You're gonna have your memory that now you have attained it back, you have remembered it back, you have you have bring it all together through remembrance erased from you. Once you answer most of the questions you ever had about that, you'll have answered most of the questions you ever had about life as well. Then you'll know how to be home with God without dying. I've got it. Great. But I advise you not to have an expectation or to set up in your mind a requirement that everyone must get what is being said here. Because if you do, you might wind up editing this conversation in order to be sure that as many people as possible understand it and agree with it. Oh, I wouldn't do that. You could be tempted too if you thought that the others might marginalize it or ridicule it. I don't think so. There will be a portions of this conversation, especially when we get into discussing the whole cosmology of life, that you will see way out to many people. I have no doubt that the explorations and the mental excursions we are about to undertake will enhance your ability to deeply comprehend what is true about life and death. Yet some of them may seem so far afield and so esoteric that you really could be tempted to edit them out. No, that's not going to happen. My commitment to this conversation is to produce a faithful transcript of it in its totality, leaving nothing out that you intended to be here. Good. Then let's get on it. Here is the first remembrance. Dying is something you do for you. That is such an interesting thing to say because I just don't see myself wanting to do it for anybody. In fact, I don't see dying something I'm doing at all. I see it as something that is happening to me. Correct. Very correct. It is stupid to think that you are dying for yourself, but unless you are having euthanasia or suicidal, I mean suicide, unconscious or conscious suicidal euthanasia. Euthanasia for me is not suicide, it's a conscious choices to just end this misery of this life. It is happening to you. I mean, we are dying away, but we just speed up instead of it being suffering. You understand? So that's what the euthanasia is all about, or people who commit suicide between parentheses because they are very ill, terminally ill, to be precise. That's something interesting to say because I just don't see myself wanting to do it for anybody. In fact, I don't see dying something I'm doing at all. I see it something that is happening to me, correct? It is happening to you and it's happening through you. Everything that is happening to you is happening through you. And everything that is happening through you is happening for you. No, it's through you, for you, because you decided that. You decide the greed, the higher incarnation, the reincarnation die in a living greed. Wait a minute. Oh. I just never thought of it dying, something that I was doing on purpose, much less something that I was doing for myself. Yes, doesn't make any sense. You are doing it for yourself because dying is a wonderful thing, and you are doing it on purpose for reasons that will be made clear as we move deeper into this conversation. Dying is a wonderful thing? Yes, yes. What you call death is wonderful. So do not grieve when a person dies, nor approach your own death with sadness or foreboding. Welcome death as you have welcomed life, for death is life in another form. Welcome the death of another is soft celebration and deep happiness, for there is a wondrous joy. Here's the way to a peaceful experience of death, your own or that of another. Know that the person dies always echoes in the matter. And that is the second remembrance. You are the cause of your own death. This is always true, no matter where or how you die. Very difficult to to concept all this, to understand, to assimilate, and to accept. I just don't see why a person be murdered, die for themselves, ask for it. And then another question is, it's not just a question, it's a statement per se. If what this being is saying is true about death being so wonderful, then he means that all the sea devils that we captured on cam is not ghost. Yeah, because after all, according to their statement and to their manipulative words and teachings, um, we couldn't possibly be unhappy and miserable the other side, would I? Would we? I mean, no, you wouldn't. According to their statement, to their soul pie on the sky, I mean, cotton candy on the sky, a screaming crowd. No, we would have a very wonder. We would be having a wonderful life after death. So in this case, Those entities that we often see on cam or that some people accidentally or on purpose film them are not ghosts, but something else. Like I always thought, they are aliens or D, if you will, if you want to call D or chaos. So, chapter 3. Do you think that dying something that occurs against your will? Mm-hmm, I do. So leave for that screaming pork or chicken, pig, uh, dog or cat, whatever, cow, bull that dies against their will, all the children who dies through abuse, all the other people, be them elderly or adult who dies against their will, is against their will. Okay? Otherwise, they would not be shouting. Unless you are saying that they are shouting in agony or pain, whatever, or despair or terror, because they don't understand about the process, is it? But the process speaks for itself. If it was a good thing, they will be laughing like an idiot, isn't it? Smiling, laughing. Hey, everybody, I'm going now. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. Love you all. It was great having you all here with me. Bye bye. Boom. Fall down and die. Right or not? Huh? Makes sense, man. It's logic. It's all about logic here. So, gosh, you have certainly been true to your words here. Up for you, not for me. That is going to be hard for many people to believe. Yeah, because it is hard. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing things through a human perspective, a human system of belief, societal system of belief. Maybe am I inside that box, that context, the societal systematic box? Maybe, but I'd rather be that because it really all the things being passed here is flabbergasted. It's really bombastic for some people to accept, let alone to assimilate. Only a psychopath will. Psychopath is like, yay, bravo, I love it. Oh my God, what a statement. Wait, what a declaration. It's now in our favor because we can do as we please now. Yay, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. So all the Jeff Dahmer, all the Teddy Dumby, I don't know what Teddy Dumby, Hitler will be so happy. You know what I mean? Makes sense. All the Tamerlang, the Genghis Khan in history will be so happy about it. So there are some underlying principles of life at which we will take a deeper look in just a bit that may make it easier to hold some of these remembrances more firmly in your reality. When we explore these basic principles more fully, you'll come to know that what you call death is a powerful moment of creation. Momentarily, correction, momentarily, while you retain that software and retain and within it your memory enclosed. Correction. Okay? Once it is deleted from you, it won't be any more happy moment because we're gonna be deleted. We're gonna be erased, and a new being will be formed. I mean, our identity as Mary or Johnny. Okay, another one will form, and only pieces of software and memory from us will be reinvented. It, one example, like I said in another video, It's like, okay, I'm fed up with my computer. I want to make it a better computer, maybe upgrade. So I'll take the parties. I'll take the parties that I don't want anymore. Maybe I want a bigger megabyte of giga of a hard disk HD. So I will upgrade it. I will replace the 1 gig or 2 gig for a 5 gig or 10 gigabyte. Okay, the RAM as well. I'm fed up of having 50 GB gigabyte RAM. So I say I want a 50 gigabyte of RAM this time around. Or to be simplistic, I just want to downgrade it instead of upgrade my RAM to 50 from 15 or 20 gig to 50 gig. I will downgrade it to just 8 basic. Understand? 2 gigabyte HD, I will let's put it to 1.5 or maybe 500 MB. That will be great already. Do you know what I mean? Is that how they do what they say there? Yeah? But are they saying here? No. But I'm smart enough to think about other possibilities. So see now, this is another fascinating thought. Death is a moment of creation. It's one of the most powerful moments you ever encounter. Yeah, on the beginning, while you are still operating with that thought, with the mind, before it's erased or deleted, vaporized, uh, lasered, etc. Is a tool that as it was intended that can create something quite extraordinary. This tool will all be explained to you. It can create momentarily either a nightmare or a dream, a beautiful dream, but it's all binary, it's all fantasia, it's all computerized because now you're operating with a kind of ship that is left in your astral body. Okay, this is a tool. This is not simply a doorway. It is a doorway, but it's a magic doorway because the energy with which you walk through that doorway determines what's on the other side. Your energy that will determine. Or your software. Okay, hold it. You are taking my breath away. Can we slow down here just a bit? Can we go over some of this one more time? And I fill in a few of the blanks. What you just say there leaves me with a lot of questions. We'll look at all of them. We'll answer everyone. Great. So let's start with this idea of using that as a tool. That thought is brand new to me. A tool is something that one uses on purpose. It's something that no one wants to use. But I don't want to die. Nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to die. Oh my gosh. So I repeat, I want to repeat what I said about that before. Everybody wants to die. So why do Anunnaki don't want to die? They are there for 2,000 years. They keep on reformate themselves, keep on renovate, keep on reformate. So they're not dying. What you're saying? You're lying. Everybody wants to die. Of course, nobody would. Do you think that dying is something that occurs against your will? It is. It is, Mago Negro. It is. You see? Sounds very manipulative. I mean, they are so manipulative and they get so sometimes irritated when they cannot pull eyes. Uh, it sure seems that way to plenty of people. Nothing occurs against your will. That is impossible. So here is the third remembrance. You cannot die against your will. lie. If I thought that were true, it would be so comforting, that it would be so wonderfully healing to know. But how can I embrace that as my truth? If it is my experience that lots of things happen that I do not want to have happen, yeah, correct. Nothing happens that I do not want to have it happen. Nothing, nothing. No war. So we want war. The side have war. But if they say we who wants war, who do same power or everybody else? Did you question the other people whether they want it or not? The civilians, for example? No, you didn't, and you don't care a hoot because you base it from those on power. What they want is what they think you should also want. Finish. Nothing. You can imagine that things happen that you do not want to have happen. But it's not what is so. It's merely allows you to think of yourself as a victim. If we are a victim, you are not, you are the violent, but we are the victim. You are the violent, and all like you here on a human body are violent, and some of us are victim. All right, we are victim. We are victim, and finish. Full stop. Nothing holds you back in your evolution more than this single thought. By their victimization, a certain sign of limited perception. True victimization cannot exist. Oh my God. If I have to hold your system of devil satanic behavior, then it makes sense. It has logic to think this way, to have this kind of perspective. But if I think differently, if I think on how things were before you came here, then I start to reboot what you said, rebutt all what is said here, being said here by you. It's pretty darn hard to tell someone whose daughter has been raped or whose entire village has been wiped out in a vicious act of ethnic cleansing that no one has been victimized. Bravo! And that child there that is abused and raped and murdered, burned alive sometimes, years of abuse, and many other people who dies without asking to. You know how satanic is this book? How they try to go into your mind. That's why I'm here to correct it. I'm not here to preach and then to manipulate the minds of the stupid fanatics. If you are here because of fanatic, and I think this really come from one true marvelous, wonderful God, then you are on the wrong channel. You may look elsewhere. Go look into the religions kind of nonsense channel, because this is not a religions channel at all right? This is a critical channel. That's what I am. It's pretty darn hard. So it would be not beneficial to speak in this way to people while they are in the midst of their suffering. Yeah, but you're still supporting it. Damn it, damn it. You are supporting. Then I come to the same. During such moments, simply be with them with deep compassion. For what? Can we cry over spilled milk? Spilled already. Can we cry over it? For what? Can I cry over the past? Oh, because your past have happened so much traumas, and I'm not even think about it. I'm not even think about get out of the past. I'm not dealing in past, man. Who lives of past is museum. I'm not a museum to live of past. Past is past. Why you are bringing it up? So it would be not beneficial to speak this way to people while they are in the midst of their suffering. During such moments, simply be to them with deep compassion. True caring and healing of deaths knows that is hypocrisy and falsity. That's falsity, dude. Do not offer spiritual platitudes or intellectual excursions as a remedy for the pain. Heal the pain first, then heal the thoughts that created the pain. Or because it's true that in the ordinary human sense, there are those who have been the victim of terrible occurrences and circumstances in life. Yet, this experience of victimization can be real only within the context of normal, and therefore extremely limited human awareness. Awareness. When I say that true victimization does not exist, I'm speaking from entirely different level of awareness. Yet, this is a level of awareness that human beings can achieve once the pain has been healed. I think that your statement will be difficult for many people to embrace. It is still, you see, he still keep on persist. He's a die-hard rock. I mean, he keep on still beat against the rock if he's just with his fingers. He keep on beating against the rock with his fingers, with his knuckles. It means how die-hard he is trying to convince the people here. I mean, not me, not this guy, maybe not us, but many people maybe will fall for this nonsense thing here. But thanks goodness and thanks the good human race who still preserve their ancestral memory. Like I have Pleistocene ancestral memory in monolithic um, Netherdo and the Nosovan ancestral. So I believe that they were not how they put them up to be. My ancestral were there in the Ice Age because I have done a based on my DNA. I give up my DNA for research, and the research and they come into the conclusion that I have Pleistocene and a monolithic one ancestral. This was very long time ago during the Ice Age and others. So I believe that our ancestral were not um, as devilish as we have people nowadays in this era and age. You see, so we need to think with our humanity, our ancestral memory mind. And when I say ancestral memory, I don't mean the modern one where slavery come about. This one when the next came inside already. I mean, talk about um, millions of years ago, not a mere 400 and 900,000 years ago. Rather, millions of years ago before their arrival. All right. So, what I'm saying here is nothing more than what nearly of the world's traditional religions have said for many centuries. Mysterious are the ways of the Lord. There he come with Lord nonsense and religion nonsense. They have proclaimed, they have faith in God's perfect plan. Oh, those who are doing so is going astray. They are living a miserable life. Late in this conversation, we'll have an opportunity to explore this idea of a perfect plan. And below, let's take a look at how it is that many different souls interact together to produce the individual and collective outcomes of life on earth in a particular imperfect way for particular imperfect reason. Not for human, because you're totally distorted, dude. You are distorted. You are the devil, man. And for you, good is the bad, and bad is the good, and vice versa. And and all your secretary of the devil think just like you. Understand? But the false are the people, and I would say the chosen ones, whose ancestral a very long time ago, millions of years already in this years, to believe in you who came a mere less than 500,000 years ago. All right? Ah. That's why you try to destroy eyes, but not gonna be very easy, man. Because this one is made stronger than rock. It can swing, but it won't fall. What I'm saying here is nothing more than what the nail of the words traditional religions have said for many centuries. Mysterious are the ways of the Lord. They have proclaimed, have faith in God's perfect plan. That was a very good um, manipulative snake tongue method to condition the minds of the idiots in here. Late in this conversation, we'll have an opportunity to explore this idea of a perfect plan. It's not perfect. This is a devil, this imperfect, devilish, satanic plan. And we also take a look at how it is that many different souls interact together. Yeah, you do that. You bring enemies from the past, from another tribes, another different constellation, whatever, to mingle together to be your brother, sister, maybe even daughter, son, mother, father. Yeah, it happens. A grandmother, whatever, one ancestral here. And then what happened is they observe from a remote view how this particular group interact together because they use us as a guinea pig and also stardust. All right, this is what happened often, but it's seldom said through many other channels, unless they are to disclose the truth and against this nonsense manipulative religion system, dogmatic system, and a new age bull ha ha nonsense as well. And while the children of the past, they are back. So, in perfect way, particular and perfect it is. In fact, I'm going to ask you to give me an example of that. You are? Yes. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when I do. For now, rest quietly and you try to fool me, dude. Come and manipulate me. Oh my God, good luck for you. In your heart, if you don't know that all things are happening with perfection. Only there will see perfection and imperfection and evil things with the thing that you not created. It's easy for me to destroy the thing that I haven't created. I haven't created a single miserable dust molecules, atoms of dust. And then I think that I'm so powerful because I have some technology. I'm aware of technology. I'm the lord of technology. I can go about and then destroy things that I didn't create in the first place, but rather I replicate. Bingo. I will try to hold that thought and to embrace that in my heart as you have asked it. But you are going pretty fast here. You are moving pretty quickly. We are engaging this dialogue just a short time, and already you are into, may I say it, into the ozone. I mean, no disrespect, but just where is this conversation going? To where you have always wanted to go, which is to the truth, your truth, a truth, but a distorted, malevolent, Machiavellic truth is his truth, but a Machiavellic one, a very evil one, even. Okay, so we have chapter 1, 2, 3. We cover up 1 to 3 chapter, and that's all for now. Because I don't have much time. I really don't have any run against time now.